Lorsque j'ai commencé à travailler dans l'horlogerie en 1900, j'ai compris quelle était ma vocation. J'ai alors consacré toute mon énergie à la création d'une montre qui puisse se porter au poignet et même donner l'heure sous l'eau. Le monde était sceptique et me voyait destiné à l'échec. J'ai cherché un nom facile à retenir. Un matin, un bon génie m'a chuchoté à l'oreille « Rolex ».
Hans Wilsdorf developed the first watch with a perfectly waterproof case. And man at last possessed a watch accurate, waterproof, and self-winding.
I hope to make a success and win for England with swimming honour.
Miss Gleitz hopes to be the first woman to swim the channel from England to France. The sea is cutting up rough, but Miss Gleitz is still swimming strongly.
Quand les gens se sont rendus compte que la montre Rolex marchait parfaitement après tout ce temps passé sous l'eau, je vous laisse imaginer leur surprise. J'ai eu envie de soutenir les explorateurs dans leurs grandes découvertes et de voir le monde comme un laboratoire à ciel ouvert.
We didn't know whether it was physically possible to reach the summit of Everest. It was a big challenge. We were going to give it everything we had. That was our attitude. And finally, Tenzing and I were standing on top of the world.
Jacques Picard and myself, all of our hopes were focused on visiting the deepest part of the ocean. Anytime you do something for the first time, there's danger. You descend from the world you know into a new world, a new place. During our dive, we did have another passenger. They specially made a Rolex watch. I was curious, is it still working when we come up? And it was working perfectly.
Sir Malcolm Campbell shows his famous Bluebird prior to an attack on the world record at Daytona next month.
I do so hope that we shall be successful. It will be a great tribute to workmanship and design.
Listen to her roar. His average speed was over 276 miles an hour.
I have sufficient confidence in myself. And if you've got confidence in yourself, the rest comes easy. My first ever Rolex was a day date. I remember thinking, wow, to have a Rolex at my day and today is something special.
40,000 fans cheer the drivers away. A man to watch, Jackie Stewart.
Man and machine are a fantastic partnership, pushing a limit that so far has never been touched. Death was just around the corner. The dangers in all of those races were enormous. You don't make mistakes. To finish first, you must finish.
Heading for the final straight, Jackie Stewart is a straight in front, and all that's left is the checkered flag to make it official.
Timing, your whole life was built on it. Do the right thing at the right time.
I'm a technician. When you ski, it's a matter of 100ths of a second. My Rolex was a tool for trying to ski faster, plus it would take punishments that were unbelievable.
New downhill record holder, Jean-Claude Killy.
Rolex exactly reflects my values, my way of behaving. Everything works perfectly.
I was selected in the 60s, and so was Gary, and so was Jack. They refer to the Big Three as a great rivalry, but it's also a great friendship. There isn't any more competitive group than that threesome. Most outstanding.
He's doing everything right.
I just loved golf. The swing is not the thing. It's in the mind. It's in the heart.
Winning your first Open Championship, completing the Grand Slam. Wow, I have really done something.
Prize money wasn't what we played for. We wanted to promote the game of golf around the world.
We played for the honor to be the champion golfer.
Whether it's golf or tennis, Rolex are involved in the creme de la creme. It's great to see the superstars delivering. Wimbledon, when Laver was here, these were halcyon days.
I think back to the success I had on the tennis court, winning the big championship, winning the big tournaments.
championship point.
To play the pressure points and engage with the pressure and not shy away from it.
Chris Evert, Wimbledon champion again.
When you win that last point, it's like all the air come out. Wow. And that's reward because of all the tears and all the pain to try to be a champion. Finally, you get the cup in your hands. That's the most beautiful thing. Rolex stands for something. It stands for greatness. I did something great on the tennis courts. I'm very proud of.
44th Street, New York City, home of the New York Yacht Club.
The annual race off the Atlantic coast is a last reminder of the days when merchant mariners raced each other across the world and were masters of the sea.
I've spent my whole life racing, crossing the world's greatest oceans. Rolex has been there, supporting our main events. The Middle Sea Race, Fastnet Race, and Sydney to Hobart. Those are the classics in yacht racing.
To race at that high level, that adrenaline rush, the force of the wind and the speed of the boat.
Boats break, spirits are tested, and lives are on the line. You need self-reliance and grit, and a watch you can rely on.
300,000 people on the Rolex Sydney to Hobart race.
Welcome to the Rolex Max World Championship.
Rolex has been involved in equestrian sports through the entire modern era.
Sportswoman of the Year, throw jumper Pat Smythe.
I'm only a substitute for Great Britain's leading horses who do all the work for me.
The contact with the animal is fantastic. It's something that you don't find in any other sport.
You need to know your horse, know its limits. You've got to have that extra bit that you can always push yourself.
When you can harness that power with perfect precision, it's a winning thrill.
Rolex supports the 4 majors that comprise the Grand Slam of show jumping: Spruce Meadows, Aachen, the Dutch Masters, and Geneva.
They are the main shows for any rider, where you can change the story of your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, something that has never been done in the history of this sport. The Rolex Grand Slam of show jumping goes to Scott Brash.
1976 was the first moment Rolex asked me to be one of their ambassadors.
Kiri Tikanowa and myself, we were the first ones. It's a wonderful partnership with Rolex, friendship and collaboration.
Rolex in particular have been very, very helpful towards singers.
On stage every night was a place for me to learn, a decade trying to find my way. Being an ambassador for Rolex was a measuring stick as to how far I've come, of what can happen if you never quit.
Rolex was there, all the landmarks in my career, what it signifies. The beauty, the elegance, the passion, so similar to what I'm striving for in classical music.
They helped theaters like the Metropolitan, Covent Garden, Vienna, La Scala, and thanks to them, we reach so many people.
The power of music is able to inspire you, goes straight to your soul.
And it's goodbye till next year from the spectacular Salzburg Festival, brought to you by Rolex.
I was originally with the Rolex family when I first turned pro. It was a dream come true for me because the big 3 were my idols growing up. Arnold Palmer came along right when golf was just being introduced to TV. I came around right when the internet started, right at the right time, the right boom.
Tiger Woods just dominant.
Winning 4 majors in a row. To be the first person to ever do that is very special, and to me is part of my greatest accomplishment.
To be the first woman to shoot 59 in 2001, I've never been afraid to set lofty goals.
Shatters the record by 5 shots.
Golf has really taught me a lot about life. It's an honor game. It's about values. It's about morals.
What they've done for the rules, the etiquette, Rolex is golf.
History is so important to me that we honor who paved the way.
He has every shot in the book. You had that feeling that this player has all the markings of a great champion.
Trying to prove yourself time and time again. The belief was there when I needed it most. Trying to beat the new generation really drives you. You don't need an extra motivation. And when they chant your name throughout the stadium, it's quite something. Rolex really reminded me where I come from. We are both from Switzerland. It's nice to be linked to a Swiss brand that is so international and does things in such a great way.
Formula One, maximum performance, style, elegance, and glamour. The whole journey for me, winning Grand Prix, racing against the best drivers in the world.
There is the checkered flag for Mark Webber.
Rolex and motorsport go together. For decades, you have this great synergy between the two.
The Rolex 24 is getting ready. It's going to be a great one.
Coming into Le Mans, you feel the heritage of the place. The most demanding circuit on the World Endurance calendar. Driving with sunset into your eyes, going through the night. It's an out-of-body experience. Time is really standing still. It's a driver's dream to race at Le Mans, but to win, that lifetime high, that peak moment of joy.
Tom Christensen, 9 wins now for Mr. Le Mans.
There's a legacy between Rolex and adventure. A legitimate supporting sponsor that could help me go on this journey to climb the 14 highest peaks on Earth. To do these climbs without oxygen was a personal decision. For me, that was the mystery. Could I push myself physically and mentally to those heights? Timekeeping is critical to keep me alive, and without the watch, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Curiosity, the need to explore, that joy of anticipation. You never know what you're going to find.
National Geographic photographers are on the front lines. We're making pictures that have to astound, to open people's eyes to the beauty of the ocean.
Rolex supporting exploration, supporting conservation, the ethic of caring.
Movie director James Cameron told me, I've got this dream to go to the deepest place in the ocean, to revisit the place of my youth. I said, well, that's good. Welcome to the club.
Surface, deep sea challenger, do you copy, over?
Every film is like an expedition because you're going into the unknown. Pushing myself to go beyond, creating worlds that never existed before.
Times change, people change. Film really tells us who we are, tells us about ourselves.
Film can provide an opportunity for learning and understanding that can facilitate change.
Dana Ritz is an interesting filmmaker, somebody who's really at the vanguard of modern cinema.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You made this a night to remember in every way.
Thank you.
Working closely with Rolex, I don't only just feel like an ambassador, I feel like I'm a family member, and I think every ambassador who you'll ask feels this way.
Rolex, the arts and sport, we are all together.
Equestrian, sailing, golf, tennis, everything they touch is perfection, and we the players feel that as well.
To have Rolex as a part of all this is something that I've been very proud of.
They were there to support me as this young athlete with big dreams.
They came with me, and they stay with me, forever partners.
It's neat to see the next generation coming up.
The Carlos Alcaraz bandwagon keeps on rolling.
The list of champions goes on and on and on.
First set for Belinda Bencic. Oh, that's a great shot. Savor the moment, Justin. He's done it. 20 rifles bomb, and he's got the jackpot.
The crowd supporting you, the energy around, you're really doing it for this moment.
To have them say your name afterwards, just like something you heard echoing in your dreams.
She's not just dominated the tour,
She's now dominating the majors.
If you believe in yourself and love what you're doing, everything can be possible.
I'm very excited to feel part of the family.
Hopefully I'll be able to inspire some other people to be in my shoes one day.
Excellence is a journey, and I think it's a journey that never stops.
Notre tâche, cependant, n'est point terminée. Mais les résultats acquis me donnent toute confiance en un avenir où Rolex saura maintenir la position que cette marque a su conquérir.
We're learning by exploring. We're pushing the 911 and ourselves to extremes. Driven on by engineering curiosity where there's no track and there are no roads.
We are ready to take challenges. This is this motorsport DNA within the company.
Testing ideas and designed for the toughest conditions on Earth.
People that are keen on going new paths, finding new things.
An adventure begun and an altitude reached beyond Everest Base Camp, where the air is thin and the temperature is far below freezing. And this is just the beginning.
When I started playing, I wasn't sure if I could do it.
I didn't know if I was capable of it.
I knew I wanted to do this. I wanted to be successful.
Everybody around me was like,
we support you.
But I knew, even though they supported me.
They also questioned my capabilities.
You must prove it to them.
But you first need to prove it to yourself.
I knew it wasn't going to be easy.
to wake up every day
and focus.
Become the best in the world.
It takes more than that.
To keep grinding every single day.
You know the hardest part is to trust yourself.
To be confident.
Because nobody else can really help you.
Nobody else will help you.
It's not just about winning or losing.
It's about proving something to yourself.
Hey, Alliance, they need this win! Scott, eliminated!
Something you can never stop thinking about.
Can I really do this?
Am I good enough?
Could I perform better?
They're late, but Alliance march towards match point! Alliance win it!
But then I realize it's not about me.
It's not about my performance.
It's not about if I'm good enough.
It's about us. We had to work as a team.
It's the only way to be the best.
The only way to stay confident.
The only way to win. Because once you're a team,
you know that even if you fall,
your teammates are there to keep you going.
And then you start to feel it.
Because there is no fear.
There is no judgment.
There are no hard feelings.
It comes down to the fact that we're better together.
When you feel this with your teammates,
from your captain,
everything becomes clear.
But we all felt it.
We became a real team.
And we're going to fight again. To be the number one.
Everybody thinks this is easy.
Like if they were doing it, they could win it.
The truth is that winning is not the hard part.
Uniting as one team is. Once you've understood this, you'll also understand that there is no luck. And there is.
I felt at home right away in Cape Town. There's a really open quality in people who live by the ocean. The people here have a real sense of fun, of relaxation, lightness of touch. everywhere you look, there's real style and originality. And I think it's hard not to get caught up in it. It's got amazing food, incredible aromas and color, all the things that make life rich. But I keep getting drawn back to the mountain. It's a unique and incredible thing to have a mountain like that right in the center of a city. I mean, up there you can really feel the vibrancy of this city and its people. I find it so inspiring.
November 12th, 1927. Joseph Stalin becomes undisputed ruler of what's then the Soviet Union. His rival, Leon Trotsky, is expelled from the Communist Party. More than a dozen years later, Trotsky is killed with an ice pick while in exile in Mexico. Stalin is widely believed to have arranged the murder. His repressive rule lasts for more than a quarter century. 1942. During World War II, the naval battle of Guadalcanal begins in the South Pacific. That's where the United States and its allies win a major victory over the Japanese. 1815. Elizabeth Cady Stanton, a leader in the movement to give American women the right to vote, is born in Johnstown, New York. 1929.
Don't try to be a hero. You don't have to be a hero, not for me.
Grace Kelly, the Hollywood movie star who became Princess of Monaco, is born in Philadelphia. And 1945, Neil Young, singer and songwriter, is born in Toronto, Canada. Today in history, November 12th, Camille Bohannon, The Associated Press.
Welcome back in our studio, and in today's news,